everyone. This is Dr. Alex. Before we start our lesson, we are going to play a game first. And I'm sure you're familiar with the 4 picks 1 word. We are gonna play that one now. Are you ready? First set of pictures. Picture of a doctor, nurse, fireman, policeman. And I'm looking for a 10-letter word. Do you know what the answer is? Very good. It's what we call frontliner. Now let's proceed to the next one. We have here pictures of Wi-Fi, Google, icons, and a computer. This time I'm looking for an 8-letter word. Do you know the answer? Very good. The answer is Internet. What made you arrive at the right answer? I bet you agree with me when I say that the pictures and letters serve as hints for you to get the correct answer right away. You know what? Our lesson has something to do with that one. Let me read the sentence. The girl was so downcast when she failed to join the online classes due to poor internet connection. The word downcast, I'm sure, is a new word to you. Yet, even if you are not going to look up its meaning in the dictionary, you can still be able to get the meaning of it. Come on, try. See? You're able to get it right. Downcast means depressed. This is what we call context clues. What are context clues? Context clues are the neighboring words in a sentence or passage that serve as a hint to help the reader understand the meanings of unfamiliar words. Now I'm going to show you the types of context clues. IDEas, don't forget that acronym. I stands for Inference Clue, T, Definition Clue, E, Example Clue, A, Antonym Clue, and S, Synonym Clue. Now let me tackle the first type of context clues, Inference Clue. In here, you need to look for clues in the sentence before you can make an educated guess. For example, frontliners are lion-hearted. They risk their lives in serving the people. When someone is willing to risk his life, meaning he is very brave. So the meaning of lion-hearted is brave. How about number 2? People get nostalgic as they grow old. They tend to think and long for the things that happened in their past. Nostalgic means, okay, let's try to look at the words in red. Think and long for the things that happened in their past. They're becoming sentimental or perhaps regretful. Therefore, the meaning of nostalgic is sentimental. Next, we have definition clue. There are words in the sentence that define or explain the unfamiliar word. Signals is defined as means, pertains to, refers to. Example, a lion-hearted person is defined as someone who is very brave. Signal used is defined as, and the definition, someone who is very brave. Number 2, being nostalgic means longing for the past. Signal means, and the meaning, longing for the past. So as you can see, both number 1 and 2, the words lion-hearted and nostalgic are being defined and explained. Next, we have example clue. An example is given to explain the meaning of unfamiliar word. Signals used are like, including, such as, and for example, point out example clues. Let's take a look at this example. Lion-hearted persons like firemen, policemen, and soldiers are willing to serve the country 24/7. The signal word used here is the word like. And we can see the words fireman, policemen, and soldiers that serve as examples. Okay? Number 2, I know when Grandpa gets nostalgic. For example, he looks at his old photographs and talks about his past. The signal word used here is for example. And you can see the example, he looks at his old photographs and talks about his past. So that's an example clue. Now we have antonym clue. It indicates opposite meaning to the unfamiliar word, and here are the signals. But, in contrast, however, instead of, unlike, yet. Example: unlike his timid and fearful classmates, Red bravely dived into the pool because he is lion-hearted. Okay, we have the words timid and fearful. They are the opposite meanings of lion-hearted. And we use the word unlike as signal. Number 2, the transferee is nostalgic. In contrast, his new classmates are very happy. Signal used here in contrast. Nostalgic, opposite of very happy. That's antonym clue. And for the last one, we have synonym clue. Words that have the same meaning are used in the sentence. Signals, another word, that is, also known as, sometimes called, or. For example, frontliners are lion-hearted. In fact, everyone thinks they are brave, determined, and heroic. Take note, we have the signal in fact here. And the words in red are the synonyms. Number 2, old people are nostalgic. In other words, homesick, sentimental, and regretful. Signal used here in other words. And the 3 last words in red are the synonyms of nostalgic. Alright, just remember the types of context clues using the acronym IDEAS. I, Inference Clue. T, Definition Clue. E, Example Clue. A, Antonym Clue. And S, Synonym Clue. This time, I want you to answer the activity on context clues. All you have to do is to give the meaning of the underlined words using context clues. You're going to look for the meanings of the words adept, click, engrossed, predicaments, and vulnerable. Now it's time to check your answers. I hope you learned something from our lesson today, guys. Bye!